Can you imagine what it feels like to be stuck in quicksand? That sense of sinking deeper with every move, as if you're trapped in a struggle against yourself. Although that's never actually happened to me, I know that feeling all too well, because it was a defining theme of my life for so long. I felt like I was sinking into the quicksand of my own mind, locked in a relentless battle with an enemy who overpowered and overwhelmed me, my own self-sabotage. Hi, my name's Nia, and this is the story of how I turned my self-sabotage into self-love. Act 1. Tangled in my own web of self-sabotage. For as long as I could remember, I had always been my worst enemy. Every step towards success was met with a self-imposed obstacle, every accomplishment overshadowed by a nagging voice telling me I wasn't good enough. I remember a time when I was excelling at school and top of my class. Then I got an offer to apply for a scholarship to the school of my dreams. But my excitement was smothered with so much apprehension and self-doubt, I began to second-guess myself. I procrastinated, telling myself that I needed more time to write the perfect application essay. But in reality, I was delaying out of fear of failure. I missed deadlines, started cramming for tests at the last minute, and my grades eventually started to slip, and I lost my chance to make one of my dreams come true. Act 2. Exploring the hidden roots. When something good came into my life, it seemed that I was subconsciously finding ways to ruin it. I'd pass up opportunities, push away anyone who got close to me, and abandon my goals at the first sign of trouble. I realized it was becoming a problem when one of my friends called me out on it.
Why do you break up with Jessie?
She asked me over lunch, her eyes filled with curiosity.
That must have been hard.
I sighed. I don't know. Things were going great, but it felt like it was too good to be true. I figured I'd rather end it now while things are still good and not yet serious.
But Nia, you always do this. You always get in the way of your own happiness.
She was as blunt as ever. A true friend.
Why?
Because maybe I don't really believe it's going to work out in the end. That I don't deserve to be in a happy, lasting relationship. But she wasn't having any of it.
Why would you even think that? Especially when you don't ever at least try to make things work.
And as her words sink in, the realization dawns on me. My self-sabotage wasn't just holding me back. It was becoming the narrative of my life. As I reflected on my self-sabotaging behaviors, I realized that they were rooted in deep-seated beliefs formed during my childhood. Constant comparisons with others and unrealistic expectations from family had left me struggling with a lot of insecurity and self-doubt, which hurt my sense of worth. I was carrying the weight of my past criticisms and failures, allowing them to shape my present choices and attitudes. I realized that I couldn't continue down this path of self-sabotage if I truly wanted to live a fulfilling life. Act 3. The journey towards healing and self-love. My journey from self-sabotage to self-love wasn't an overnight transformation. It was a process that demanded introspection, courage, and the willingness to confront my fears head-on. I told the rest of my friends what I had realized, and they encouraged me to seek help. I reached out to our school counselor, who connected me to a trusted therapist. Under their guidance, I started doing what they call shadow work. That is, getting in touch with that part of myself that I hide from, the one subconsciously driving my self-sabotage, my shadow self. It was a challenging yet transformative process, confronting my fears and insecurities. In sessions, I'd be asked to answer painful questions like, why are you unwanted? Or why don't you deserve to be happy? It cut deep. But thankfully, with their support, my mindset began to shift, and with it, my behaviors. All the work we did in therapy helped me to embrace my vulnerability and open up myself to others. I'm proud to say that I've even started sharing and speaking up about my struggles, like I'm doing right now, with you. I've learned that self-love isn't about perfection, it's about acceptance. It's about embracing my flaws and imperfections as integral parts of who I am. It's about recognizing that my worth isn't contingent on external validation, but on my inherent value as a human being. And so, I continue to embrace each day with a renewed sense of possibility, fueled by the love and acceptance I finally learned to give myself. Today, I'm so proud and so grateful to say that my self-love has replaced my self-sabotage. Turning my self-sabotage into self-love was a transformation that required patience resilience, and a willingness to confront my deepest fears. It's an ongoing journey, but I'm walking it with newfound purpose and a heart full of compassion for myself. So if my story resonated with you, know that you too can break free of self-sabotage, and that the journey towards self-love, no matter how difficult it may seem, is worth every effort.